Welcome to the Syllabi Tour Screencast Part 2. The purpose of this screencast is to help you become familiar with the syllabus that is specific for this course, Math 143, Section 003W Online. To find the syllabus for the course, you click on the Syllabus Schedule button in Blackboard. The first two syllabi are the institutional syllabus and the online syllabus addendum, and I have a separate screencast that explains those syllabi. But here is the course syllabus. I'm going to go ahead and enlarge this. And we're going to go through some of the important material that's found in the syllabus. First of all, notice at the top that I have my office location, I have my office hours, and for this course I also have an online office hour. This will be every Tuesday from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. During this time you can phone me at this phone number, or you can email me and I will respond quickly and be ready to answer any questions that you have. These are my other regular office hours that you can also come and speak to me in person if you need help with something. The beginning of this syllabus has the course description. This is just taken from the catalog. I'm going to go ahead and scroll down to the second page here, which has the textbooks and required materials. The name of the textbook is Pre-Calculus, A Right Triangle Approach, 5th edition. There's the ISBN numbers. When you paid your course fee for this course, you purchased an access code and a loose leaf copy of the textbook. You can pick up that access code and the loose leaf copy of the textbook at the bookstore by showing them a schedule that verifies that you are enrolled in the course. Once you get your access code, you'll want to go to My Math Lab and create a My Math Lab account. And to do that, you're just going to click on the student button under the register heading. This is the course ID. When it asks for a course ID, go ahead and put that in, and also when it asks for a zip code, put in this zip code. I also recommend that you have a notebook to do your online homework and quizzes, pencils and erasers, and also in this course you're allowed to use a graphing calculator. It's not required, but it's very helpful in doing particular problems. There is a free online graphing calculator in My Math Lab if you want to use that. There's also tutorials on how to use the graphing calculator in My Math Lab. You'll see here's the grading policy. At the end of the semester, I'll look at your overall score in My Math Lab and use this grading scale to determine your grade. Here's the breakdown of the weights for the various assignments and tests. For your online homework, discussion board, and journal, that will be 15% of your grade. The online quizzes will be 20%, proctored tests 45%, and the proctored final exam 20%. This is important here. In order for you to receive a C or better in the course, you must get at least a 60% on the final exam. Your overall grade will always be visible in the grade book in My Math Lab, not the grade book in Blackboard. So make sure that's where you will go then to find out what your overall score is the grade book in My Math Lab. Online homework, it's going to be assigned in My Math Lab and due every Monday at midnight. Pay attention to the due dates. You can go an unlimited number of times on a homework set before the due date to do any problems not attempted or to fix mixed problems. The homework done after the due date will not be assessed a late penalty, and the final date for doing homework is Sunday, December 14th. Online quizzes will be assigned in MathLab are due every Tuesday at midnight. Pay attention to the due dates. You have 5 attempts on each online quiz before the due date, and there's a prerequisite of an 80% on the homework to take an online quiz. The lowest quiz score will be dropped before your final grade is computed. Therefore, I will not extend the due date for quizzes for any reasons. Proctored tests. There are 3 unit tests and 1 final exam. The unit test is 15% of your grade. The final is 20%. You're not allowed notes on the test. You will be given a formula sheet that you can use. No test scores will be dropped and no retakes will be given. When you take these 3 unit tests and the proctored final exam, you must do it at a CWI testing center. And I will discuss a little bit more how to set up taking a test in the testing center. If you cannot take one at a CWI testing center, you must speak to me in advance, and I must approve your proctor location, and we will get that organized with the testing center. If for any reason you are unable to take an exam at the scheduled time, you will receive a 0 for the test. The only exceptions to this are death in the family, an emergency, or illness, and you must provide proof. Also, if there is a scheduling conflict with the testing times, if you talk to me in advance, I can work out a different time for you to take the test. The final exam will be December 15th to 18th. Again, you need to get a 60% or greater to get a C or better in the course. This course is delivered entirely online. It requires that you be disciplined, that you get the assignments done every week, and that you learn the material on your own through videos and reading the book. It does not, because it is online, does not mean it's necessarily easier. In many cases, it's harder because you have to learn the material on your own. Here's my instructor availability. Again, there's my office hours and my online office hour from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. on Tuesday. Here's some expectations and suggestions for success. I suggest reading the text before you're trying to do the homework. Keep an organized notebook where you label the number of the homework problems and the number of the quiz problems. Do those problems in the notebook. Show your work vertically. Circle your answers. This is also helpful if you come in and ask questions to be able to identify the problem that you have a question about in the homework and quizzes. Get everything done by the due dates. Ask questions and seek help when it is needed. Check your CW email and announcements once a day, and complete the end of course electronic evaluation. The proctored exam information, I said I would explain a little bit more about this. The unit tests will typically be an hour and 15 minutes long. Again, you must arrange to take your test before the scheduled dates. If you don't, you will receive a 0 for the test. When you go in to take a proctor test, you must bring a picture ID. And if you can't use a CWI testing center, you need to contact me in advance and make an arrangement to take it at a different location. Here is the testing schedule. Test 1 will be week 6, October 1st to 3rd. You can take the test on any of those 3 days. Test number 2, week 11, November 5th to 7th. Test number 3, week 14, December 3rd to 5th. And then the final exam will be December 15th to 18th. There are 4 days there, Monday through Thursday, that you can take the test. No tests will be given after December 18th. Again, you need to schedule your test 2 business days prior to testing if you're calling. They now have a new feature though where you can schedule a test online, and this can be done within 24 hours. You do this by going to the main CWI website, clicking on Current Students Assessment and Testing Center, and then click on Schedule Your Exam. Here are the hours and locations for the 2 testing centers at CWI. Also remember that you need to schedule a test 2 hours prior to closing so that you have enough time to finish the test. The last part of the syllabus is the tentative class schedule. This basically outlines when homework and quizzes and Blackboard assignments are due. I have a separate tour screencast for the schedule, which you can look at another time. And so this concludes the Syllabi Tour Screencast Part 2.